Hello, I'm James Morrow, and welcome to the program. Well, another week and another media meltdown. And you're not going to believe this one. I think I may have found the ultimate piece of leftist anti-Trump media hysteria and hypocrisy. It's a big call, but if you've been around this game a little while, you know that one of the press's favorite games is to take some action, some saying, some piece of, well, pickup truck art from a Trump supporter and use it as an excuse to clutch their pearls and claim that Donald Trump and his supporters are a bunch of brown shirts ready to end democracy in America as we know it. Well, you're not going to believe what they've latched onto this time. And wait for the end, because there's a great kicker here. Let's find out as we go busting the narrative. Well, it's come to this, folks. The Republic is over. It was nice knowing you. You see, well, a piece of airbrush pickup truck art is now threatening to end the United States of America. Have a look.
Former President Donald Trump igniting a wave of new criticism after sharing a new post to his followers on Truth Social. The video shows an image of President Joe Biden hogtied on the back of a pickup truck. And now both presidential campaigns are sounding off about the controversy.
Did you see that? Why, the absolute hide. Good Lord, it was a joke, maybe one in poor taste, but honestly. And, however, CNN wasn't done yet.
Just to describe what was actually in this video, this was captured on Thursday on Long Island. It shows two trucks traveling on the road, decked out in Trump flags and decals. And on the second truck, there is a picture of Joe Biden tied up, hog-tied, as you said. And this is the kind of imagery that we have seen from Trump's supporters from time to time at his campaigns, certainly online, and yes, on the back of vehicles. It is another thing entirely for the president, a former president, and someone aspiring to be president once again, to amplify that kind of imagery. And that's the response that we heard from the Biden campaign in a statement to CNN. They said, quote, "This image from Donald Trump is the type of crap you post when you're calling for a, quote, bloodbath, or when you tell the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. Trump is regularly inciting political violence, and it's time people take him seriously. Just ask the Capitol police officers who were attacked protecting our democracy on January 6th.
The horror! The horror! And it didn't stop there. Pretty much everyone, CNN, MSNBC, Vanity Fair, Forbes, and so on, lost their ever-loving minds over this. But come on. I mean, the idea that the right is the party of violent memes and imagery, and the left is all peace, love, and mung beans? Is that what they're saying? Sorry, guys, I'm not buying it. The fact is, the left loves to marinate in sick fantasies about the deaths of their enemies. Remember Kathy Griffin? She's a comedian, allegedly. The time she posted a picture of herself holding a decapitated head of Donald Trump? Ha ha ha! Oh, how we laughed. Or what about the time CNN's Chris Cillizza was forced to delete a tweet showing Trump in the crosshairs of a gun? No prizes as to whether or not he copped a visit from the FBI. Then there was the time Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe threatened to punch Trump to the floor. Gosh, that is some violent rhetoric. Is that the sort of thing we're supposed to be afraid is going to end democracy? Of course not. Because, of course, Democrats, well, they're the ones fighting to save democracy. It's right there in the name of the party. But then, just the other night, Democrat strategist James Carville used a term, wet work, which is slang for assassination in certain, shall we say, circles, to describe what needed to be done to Donald Trump.
President Biden is not the best attack politician I've ever seen in my life, and I'll leave it at that. But there are a lot of people to do what I call, quote, the wet work, unquote. And I think
like
he
a mob
needs to
hit.
stay sort of a, yeah, well, it's kind of, but it's a paid TV and stuff like that. But yes, a CIA term. You take a guy out.
I mean, even if he was just talking about a media assassination, well, again, Isn't that some of that terrible, violent rhetoric? But, as I promised, I've saved the best for last. Back in 2019, a left-wing clothing company, yeah, apparently there is such a thing, tried to capitalize on Trump derangement syndrome by putting up a billboard in Times Square showing Donald Trump, you guessed it, being hogtied. Oddly, CNN and the rest of them were notably silent about that one. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm James Morrow, and to support this channel, please like, share, and subscribe below. And I'll see you next week for more Busting the Narrative. Bye-bye.